That winter felt different from the start. Not colder, not warmer, just heavier in a quiet way. The city was already dressed for Christmas, lights hanging everywhere, shop windows glowing, people carrying bags, rushing, planning, complaining about prices and weather. Daniel noticed all of it while walking home from work, his hands deep in his pockets, breath turning into small clouds in the air. New Year was close, and everyone seemed to expect something from it, like the calendar itself was supposed to fix their lives. Daniel didn't expect much. He was 34, lived alone, worked an office job he didn't hate but didn't love either, and felt tired in a way sleep didn't really cure. When he reached his apartment, the hallway smelled like someone's dinner and pine cleaner. Inside, it was quiet. Too quiet. He took off his jacket, turned on the light and stood still for a moment, listening to nothing. His phone buzzed with a message from his mother asking if he would come for New Year's Eve. He didn't answer right away. He opened the fridge, saw almost nothing inside, and decided to go to the store. Outside again, snow had started falling softly, the kind that looks beautiful and innocent before turning into slush. The grocery store was full, people arguing politely over carts, kids begging for sweets, tired workers restocking shelves. Daniel grabbed what he needed without thinking much: bread, cheese, pasta, something sweet he didn't remember choosing. At the checkout, the cashier smiled and wished him happy holidays in a tired but honest way. He smiled back. Outside the store, near the entrance, a group of kids were building a crooked snowman, laughing loudly, fighting over where the carrot nose should go. One of them dropped a mitten and didn't notice. Daniel picked it up and handed it back. The kid looked at him like he had done something heroic. "Thanks," the kid shouted before running back to the snowman. Daniel felt a strange warmth in his chest that surprised him. Back home, he cooked dinner slowly, put on quiet music, and ate while looking out the window. Across the street, a family was decorating their Christmas tree. Lights blinked on and off as someone argued about which ornament should go where. It looked messy and real and alive. Later that evening, Daniel finally replied to his mother. He said yes, he would come. Christmas Eve arrived faster than he expected. The train ride to his parents' town was long and crowded. People carried gifts, plants, pets in boxes, all sharing the same small space and holiday impatience. A woman next to him complained about her relatives non-stop. An old man across the aisle fell asleep with his mouth open. Daniel watched it all with quiet amusement. When he arrived, the air felt different, cleaner, familiar. His parents' house smelled like baked food and pine needles. His mother hugged him too tightly and immediately started asking if he was eating enough, if work was stressful, if he was sleeping well. His father pretended not to listen but nodded at all the important parts. The house was loud in a comforting way. Dishes clinked, the TV played some old holiday movie no one really watched, someone's phone rang every few minutes. At dinner, they talked about everything and nothing: neighbors, weather, prices, memories that got less accurate every year. Daniel laughed more than he expected. The next day, relatives came over. Too many people, too much food, too many opinions. Someone argued about politics. Someone else argued about how to properly cook potatoes. Daniel escaped to the backyard for a moment, standing in the cold, breathing deeply. The sky was gray, snow crunching under his boots. His younger cousin joined him, complaining about school, about not knowing what to do with life. Daniel listened, recognizing himself in the words. "No one really knows," he said. "We just pretend better with age." The cousin laughed, relieved. New Year's Eve came with less pressure than Daniel remembered from younger days. No big party, no loud countdown with strangers. Just family, food, quiet jokes, and old stories. When midnight came, they watched fireworks through the window. Colors exploded in the sky, loud and fast, gone in seconds. His mother hugged him again and whispered that she was happy he came. His father raised a glass and said something simple about health and peace. Daniel felt full, not just from food. When he returned to the city a few days later, it felt less empty. Back at work, people talked about their holidays, showed photos, complained about traveling. Daniel listened, shared a few stories, smiled. On his way home one evening, he noticed the same park he always passed without looking. This time, he stopped. Snow covered the benches. Lights from nearby buildings reflected softly. A man was walking his dog, laughing as the dog tried to eat snow. Daniel sat down for a moment, breathing in the cold air. He thought about how the year didn't magically change everything. His job was the same. His apartment was the same. His worries were still there. But something inside felt lighter. Not fixed, not perfect, just lighter. He realized the holidays hadn't given him answers. They gave him moments. Small ones. Real ones. And maybe that was enough to carry into the new year. Daniel stood up and walked home slowly, snow falling around him, city lights glowing, feeling for the first time in a long while that he didn't need the new year to become someone else. He just needed to keep going, paying attention, and letting small warm moments exist. That felt like a good way to start.